Aloha, my name is Deepa. Welcome to Let's Evolve Together. This is your full moon and Capricorn reading for 2023. Welcome here if you are a returning subscriber, as well as welcome in if this is your first time having a reading with me. This reading is really special to me. I do a full moon and new moon reading every month. And I also, as part of these readings, give you a pick a pile choice that I will read at the end, and the timestamps are listed below. You will notice that it benefits you greatly to watch and listen to the whole reading and then get your very specific messages for you. But please remember, as always, that these are general readings. So what you hear may not resonate. Not everything you hear will resonate with you, and that's perfectly okay. These readings are for a bigger collective, so I'm picking up on a lot of different energies at once. So you may feel like something really is meant for you to hear and another message maybe is not. And that goes along with the pick-up piles too, but the pick-up piles do make it feel like more of a personal reading, if you could say that. Okay, so I've opened the Akashic records for this Capricorn full moon, as well as I'm going to be doing tarot and oracle readings. I'm really excited to do this reading for you today. I feel like this full moon is really magical, mystical, and esoteric. So I did pull out more symbolic decks that I feel have more abstract symbolism so that I could intuit the messages a little more deeply. I also feel that I'm in a deeper intuitive place, and that's where I really just want to read from today. So we're going to be looking at the messages on the cards, of course, but I'm also going to be allowing my intuition and what I see in the Akashic records to give me information and you information as far as what might be coming through for you at this time, what we need to be aware of, what might the challenges be, and I don't know, just how to navigate these energies of this full moon, okay? So just to start it off, I have something really special for you today. Two items by Kyle Gray. The first one is the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle Guidebook. And I love this, Gateway of Light Activation. I love this deck. So I'm going to be using it today to see how the cosmic and more galactic frequencies are working with us, as well as I'll be peeking into Lisa Royal Holt's Galactic Heritage deck to see what our guides might want to share with us at this time. For instance, where is this energy coming from that we're working with? What are the roots of it? And how might this affect us as well as our galactic families? It just gets a little deeper and gives us more information on a cosmic level, which I think is really fun. But also I'll be reading from Kyle Gray's book called Divine Masters, Ancient Wisdom. This is such a beautiful book because he does teach about many different cosmic and ascended masters, and also gives invocations for their energy to help us bring that energy into our own lives. I love that part. So I just turned to Mother Mary, which is interesting because that was a card we did get. If you watch our show with me and Jason Donaldson's show called Galactic Shamans Live Tarot and Energy Readings, we did actually pull the Mother Mary card, and Mother Mary energy is just really present at this time, as well as honoring the mother in you during Cancer season. So your ability to be able to mother yourself as well as others. But there's this theme of reparenting the self coming through with this full moon energy, and it is Cancer season, okay? So we will first get a card from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. So for this full moon in Capricorn spirit, oh, did I forget my glasses? Haha, I did. That's okay. I think I can do this. Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. Okay, this is gorgeous. This is basically the Ace of Cups. And I do feel like Cancer season in particularly is a way to move more inward, kind of hermit energy, going inside your crab shell and seeking out internally what you need, sourcing what you need from within yourself rather than reaching outside yourself. So I feel like with this Capricorn full moon, what will be exposed with the light of this full moon and all its intensity is where we need to go next for more integration within our beings, where we need to go next for our continued evolution. That's personal growth and spiritual growth. And then where we need to go next to maybe provide more healing. Maybe there's still some open wounds there. So this is telling us that this is a wonderful time to go within and seek answers. And there's a real sacredness to this process. It's like a ritual. And to recognize that you truly are what you seek. And anything outside of yourself is merely a reflection of you. So it's definitely almost like a mirroring energy that's happening right now. So anything you see reflected because of the light of this full moon, anything you see reflected back to you, instead of like immediately reacting with an ego response that may be describing a vulnerability, maybe exposing a vulnerability, I should say. We act with curiosity. We see that mirror held up to ourselves. And we start to ask some questions. We do self-inquiry. And actually in the pick-a piles, I did use the deck, like what can we ask ourselves? And that's a really beautiful deck because it allows us to pull our own answers forward from what we see in our lived experience in our lives. Okay, so this is a really, really abundant time to go within and for spirit to connect with us and allow us to receive the answers that we truly are seeking and needing at this time. So it's a really powerful time to connect with your spirit guides, to connect with source, and to definitely connect with your higher self. Okay, so I love that energy. Just peeking at the bottom of the deck, stellar gateway activation, infinite potential, and manifestation vortex. Wow. Okay, so I want to read a little bit about, I'm kind of interested in going back to, now we've got Horus. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to read a little bit from Horus because he is so intricately connected to our cosmic experiences, okay? And then what we'll do is, at the end, I hope I can remember, I have to remind myself. At the end, we'll do the cosmic gateway activation to connect with that cosmic energy within our own beings. I actually just did it yesterday because I wanted to remind myself of it. It's a really powerful activation. I'm actually glad it showed up because I do feel like this reading is going to be very galactic. But I do want to tell you a little bit about Horus, okay? Because I feel like it's helpful. So here we have the Eye of Horus. The Eye of Horus, as many of you have seen this eye, it's that what people may call the Egyptian eye. We see it all over the place. A lot of people have tattoos of this eye, but anyway, here it is. The Eye of Horus has been adopted the world over as a symbol of protection and guidance. Many people have tattoos, necklaces, and even stickers of it. Even if they're not connected to the ancient Egyptian mysteries, Horus himself is highly protective and a guiding force. And by working with, meditating on, or even just carrying his eye symbol, we are invoking his cosmic protection. So he not only provides portals or passageways to connect with our galactic selves, our galactic family, our star family, and maybe even our galactic past lives, and all the stories tied in with that, all the karma, all the growth, all the healing, all the challenges and lessons. He also protects us as we navigate that very profound spiritual journey, especially as we start to reach deeper into the recesses of our ancestry, like galactic ancestry. So Horus is a powerful deity for anyone looking to develop their clairvoyance or spiritual vision. By welcoming his energy into our world, we allow him to unlock, unclog, and activate the psychic eyes within us so that we can see the world from a clearer, more resilient space. Horus has always felt very approachable. At this point, Kyle talks about his experience with Horus. So Horus is the keeper of the cosmic gateway, an energetic portal through which we can reach hidden realms. This energetic retreat space, remember we got retreat as we go in for inner discovery. The energetic retreat space helps us reclaim the lost ancient wisdom of our soul. When we work with it, we also awaken all the memories and wisdom that allow us to connect with the infinite possibilities of the universe and the power of the stars. Horus also helps us draw down the power of the stars through the stellar gateway chakra, move beyond time and space, and connect with the infinite wisdom of Source. So he's going to help us with remembering story origins, our story origins, opening psychic vision, mother and child relationships. Again, this showing up, the mother and the child. And again, this could be you with your own child, you with your mother, or you parenting yourself. Connecting to stellar gateway chakra and the other stars. Okay, so we're going to do this activation at the end of the reading. Okay, so that mother and child theme keeps coming up. So this would be like you maybe reparenting your inner child within, and anyone can be a mother, even a male, male or female. It doesn't matter the sex. It's just about the energy. We all mother. We all nurture something. Whether it's our projects, what's within us, or people around us. So it's important to get back in touch with the way that you are nurturing yourself at this time. All right, so let's keep moving. I want to get into the archetypal energy. Like I said, I'm trying to use more symbolic cards and decks today because I feel like this energy is very esoteric. And deep within esoteric messages, there can be a different message for each of us that sort of bubbles up from your subconscious. For instance, you might see a picture or an image on the card that brings something up within you that I'm not seeing because that particular thing is not within me in the same way. So if you do see something like that during this reading, I would love it if you would comment below on what you saw in a particular card or what it brought up for your psyche. And then you can look back at your comments in the future and see how you've used that simage. That was symbolism and message coming through at the same time, as well as image. I've just created a new word. So you can use that simage to over time to see how you related to it, how you've grown from it, what it meant for you at the time. So it could be bringing something up in your psyche that is wanting to be acknowledged or heard or seen in a new way, perhaps. Okay, so let's see what we got here. And I do have the Alchemy Guidebook because these can be very, oh gosh, this is gorgeous. Conjunction. Okay, let's first feel into this. So, of course, this is the infinity symbol. This is also the number 8. This is the yin-yang energy, black and white, connected by a snake skin or a snake. So this is like integration. To me, this is complete and full integration of, I'm just going to move my microphone closer. I realized it was pretty far away. I hope that's okay now. So I feel like this represents our infinite potential. This represents the balance of our divine masculine and divine feminine energies within our own beings. This represents the balance of light and dark, or light and shadow within us. And as we know, light and dark, or light and shadow, however you want to say it, is all part of the universe. There's nothing in existence that isn't part of the universe or its natural order or way of things. I feel like when we go inside for inner discovery, as this card is saying, and there's this cup overflowing of self-love and self-nourishment, I feel like a deeper level of integration happens on a subconscious level, on a soul level, where we feel unity within and then start to see a reflection of that in our external lives. And again, there's this feeling of protection with the snake so tightly wound around the white and black. As the infinity symbol, there's this never-ending energy. So this is also the energy of giving and receiving, or the energy of flow, the energy of everlasting life and infinite life. So So this is real expansion, real growth here. So let's see what she says. That's beautiful. So this is our pretty much the symbolism of our full moon in Capricorn here. So, okay. Let's see if I can find it. I'm so sorry. You know what? I might have glasses. No. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do this without glasses. Let's see. Okay, I did find it. Thanks for your patience. Okay, I try to upload these videos right away, so I try not to edit too much. Actually feels like the very last card of the deck. This is like the culmination of something. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. The previous card to this card is separation, and I feel like this is integration. Remember I said that? So that is really amazing, and this is the final card of the deck. Last page. So we are at the end of a cycle here. We are integrating all the lessons we've learned up until this point. This is full integration. This is the world card. This is the world energy. Completion, okay? So it says love, divine union, and infinity. Yes, divine union, of course. So conjunctio is the great alchemical operation of love. During this stage, we witness the miraculous work of two opposites merging to create a unique third form. Sun and moon unite to reveal the entire cosmos. Black and white unite to reveal the spectrum of color. Unlike coagulatio, conjunctio represents a conscious and benevolent union, one that springs forth from awareness, acceptance, and devotion. So was that other one on this side? No. It is not a compromise, but rather an activation, a holding of tension and presence that allows each of the entities to thrive. So a holding of presence is literally what I feel in this holding right here. That allows each of the entities to thrive and express themselves. Experiencing conjunctio is one of the blessings of the human experience. Whether the bond is with human, nature, or divinity, recognize it by the stirring of your heart and an element of surprise. Through the opposites arises the infinite. Okay, let's see what the further notes say. Take note if this card appears in the vicinity of the alchemical wedding or the Venus card. If so, the message of love is resonating loud and clear. Well, let's pull another card. That's interesting. Okay, let's see what's showing up with conjunction here, or conjunctio. I think she's using the Latin. Look at that. The new pearl. Margarita Preciosa. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Look at those gorgeous. Wow, look at the images today. They're so beautiful. These two, I put those little cards on top on purpose because they were so pretty. I was going to put them as the second card in, but I couldn't resist the image on the front. I'm just curious about the bottom. Yeah, we've had Saturn in the picture. It just came up with Cancer's reading. So this is, I feel like the holding here is Saturn. Saturn's holding us in place. We are maturing. And that's why we're being held in place. We're being held in a sort of focus. And as we do reach inward for inner discovery, a maturing happens, an evolution, a maturation. And I feel like we are stepping up in our commitment to ourselves and to others and to certain things in our lives. Like that is maturing, where you step up in accountability, in responsibility, and you take You make different choices as a result of that. So this energy, I feel like, is not going anywhere for a while. It feels like I've got a job to do here, and this job will represent your process and your journey as you evolve. And I'm standing here like the kind parent, can be mother or father or whichever, the kind guide of your soul, helping you on this journey as you evolve, because there obviously can be pitfalls or confusion, or you can sort of fall off the wagon, so to speak. So Saturn is here to like lovingly pick you back up and place you back on the path, if that were to happen. So Saturn is our friend during times of great change and transformation. And let's see, I feel like this new pearl here is a birth of something new from yourself, but let's look at it. So this birth of something new, I feel like it's right here. It's right here in the merging of the polar opposites, in the integration of you inside. There's something beautiful that emerges from that integration of you. And it's this pearl. So let's read the new pearl. Okay, this would be materials, I think. Okay, again, thank you for your patience here. Okay, 177, I went right to it. All right, so this is grit, irritation, or waiting. Okay, so this is how the pearl is made. The new pearl is one of the great promises of alchemy. From a single grain of sand, the pearl forms slowly but surely in the salty mouth of the oyster. The new pearl emerges as an alchemical miracle, a sight unimaginable at the outset. That said, the process is generated from irritation itself. Such is the medicine of the new pearl card. The work is underway, but the gem has not yet been formed. So this feels like the hanged man energy in the tarot. Don't become petty and hasty, seeking a return on your efforts. Rather, turn to patience, consistency, and humility to remedy the discomfort you feel. Let the magic of time and salt water do its work. Relax, believe, and support a fellow alchemist in finding the grit that will become their pearl. Don't worry about you right now. The entire ocean is your ally. Wow. It says to go deeper, read The Pearl by John Steinbeck. Interesting. Okay. The pearl is made from only one grain of sand, one irritant. Take a moment to think this irritant for being so consistently challenging over time, allowing the pearl to begin its formation. Wow, I love it. So you may relate this to like this one thing that you've been working on within yourself for so long, and it on purpose, it is that irritant, that specific thing that you've been working on that you chose before you came here in this incarnation to grow you, to evolve you, and to form you into this pearl. Wow, that is so amazing. So I feel like the pearl is emerging. That is very, very cool. Okay. Okay, so I've got a new tarot deck for us today. We're going to go right into the tarot because we did a lot already. And that was only 3 cards. Okay, so Spirit, and everything's been actually, I'm going to shuffle these again. Okay, so please, Spirit, tell us about this full moon in Capricorn. And I do have the Akashic records open for this full moon in Capricorn. So we will move into that space as we read, and I've been reading from it as well. Spirit, please show us the tarot for this very esoteric and magical full moon in Capricorn. What is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to know? This is what we need to know. Heart of Pentacles. So this is the Queen of Pentacles, and this deck is a little different, okay? This is the Queen of Pentacles. Oh gosh, yeah, she's been coming up a lot. So Taurus energy. The Queen of Pentacles is very reliable. She's very similar to the Empress. She is extremely abundant. She's created a very comfortable life for herself. And it looks like she's done it from her challenges. Like she has created this pearl, like this pentacle is her pearl. And because of the way life was presented to her, she made lemonade out of lemons, so to speak. So it's interesting that we would, yeah. So I like how this is Heart of Pentacles, because then it puts a little spin on the pentacle energy, making it feel more like a cup. But it's for the Heart of Pentacles, or the Queen of Pentacles. She does everything out of love. She does everything to nourish herself and the other. So everything she does is an act of love and on purpose. So this does feel like the Saturn energy. So at times it might be tough love. At times it might be more unconditional, compassionate, sweet love. But everything has been for a specific reason, to either help herself or her family or her community or whatever it might be to grow and evolve. So she really has created a garden of love in and around her. And so this is a very abundant time. So this is the card for this full moon in Capricorn. So I feel like many of you are in a beautiful time of abundance. And this also reminds me of Jupiter in Taurus. So Jupiter, the planet Jupiter, expands everything it touches. And we have Taurus energy, which represents the earth. And what the earth can provide, and also earthly possessions. So material things, finances or money, family, food. So in whatever you can touch is what Taurus represents. And it's very simple because Taurus prioritizes, okay? So with the Queen of Pentacles and the Taurus energy showing up, it's like, how do we prioritize in our lives? So we simplify by prioritizing the main thing that matters at the time. So if you're feeling you're at a time of confusion in any way, take a look at all the, let's say the wands. Maybe you have all these different wands on the table. Each wand represents a different desire or passion or interest. And you're trying to decide how to prioritize all these wands. So just pick one, get really simple, get really clear. Which is the most important thing for you to focus on at this time? It doesn't mean the other wands are not part of you, or that you don't care about them, or that they're not part of your psyche or your life in some way. You're just saying, I know all of these wands are a part of my life, but this particular wand is my focus right now for this particular growth cycle or project I'm working on, or the way I want to focus my energy right now. So I feel, though, that this is a result of all the hard work you did to create complete integration within your own being, and to come out new as this new shiny pearl, to present something different to yourself and the world, but really to yourself. Okay, so how is the viewer showing up in this energy, Spirit? How is the viewer showing up in this energy? Okay, we have the Justice in reverse. Interesting. So I feel like you're needing clarity about something. So I did just say, if you're feeling confused, I think that's a really great visualization to do for yourself, is just close your eyes and see all your wands out on the table. Or if you need to write it out, if you're more, if you would rather write, if that helps you more than visualizing, you might want to do that to see it in front of you and for it to be more tangible. You know what, I just feel like it goes back to getting clarity on what you need to focus on. So let's ask, what is this clarity that's needed to bring things into balance, Spirit? What is this clarity that's needed? Ooh, the Chariot. So here's the Cancer energy, number 7. And look at that, even looks like a Gemini with the double-headed Pegasus. That's the two different sides of ourselves. So this is taming our animalistic instincts or our animal nature with our more domesticated selves, or groomed nature, I guess you could say, a more sophisticated, Let me think for a second what's happening here. Because these are two major arcana cards. This is really strong energy. And the Chariot wants to move forward with balance. The Chariot wants balance because he has this energy right here is often with the Chariot card. There's a black horse and a white horse. And it's the yin yang energy. And the rider of the horses or the Chariot is very focused and he's not letting anything distract him. So this could be like, how do I stay on the path? Remember we were talking about Saturn. Saturn, if you fall off the wagon, Saturn will gently and lovingly put you back up on the wagon and set you on your path again. So how do we maintain balance as we focus and move toward our goals, toward the fruition of this Queen of Pentacles energy? That's what this is feeling like. Because again, we have the crown. You're trying to hold that crown on your head. You're trying to maintain your integrity, your honor. You want to live in divine alignment, I'm hearing, and you're wanting to make sure that that is your path, is divine alignment. You're wanting to make sure you stay on that path, and that will bring this Justice card upright. So I feel like maybe there's been some things that have come up within you that are slightly distracting you or causing confusion, bringing a sort of haze. I was just checking to see what it looked like out over the ocean, but it's actually very clear today. I feel like clarity is coming. I feel like we wouldn't get a sword's energy without that on its way. The full moon may bring you the clarity you need to cut through any distractions, any illusions, and be able to find your way through this challenge that might take you off the path for a moment. And remember, you're never truly off of your path. It may feel like that in the moment if you lose your way or you get distracted or you end up in a bad pattern or an addictive pattern. I'll nix the word bad. Don't say that. Or if you end up just in a pattern that doesn't support you, let's say, you may feel like you're off track. You may feel like you've gotten off the path or fell off the wagon, so to speak. Don't spend your time berating yourself or condemning yourself, okay? This is more like ask for help from the forces that be. Saturn is right here. Ask Saturn to lovingly put you back on the wagon, lovingly put you back on track, and to ask for protection. Remember, you are protected right now. This is a delicate time, this pearl emerging after all this hard work over time. Effort over time equals growth. That's what my teacher always says. And so this beautiful pearl emerges, maybe a little vulnerable, delicate, new baby skin, but you are being protected. And even this pearl has protection around it. So keep going. Keep going. And if you spend time condemning or berating yourself for sort of falling off the wagon, you won't be able to keep going. Okay, so you can reset the balance. You can turn this upright. So let's see. I'm going to move these up, and I want to see what else is wanting to come through with this. So what do we need to know about this energy, Spirit? What else do we need to know about this? What else do we need to know? The Tower. Yeah, so I do feel like something happens it shakes you up. Creates, it pulls you off balance. Pulls you off balance. It looks like a lava tree. Okay. Heart of Pentacles. I guess we're clarifying. Heart of Pentacles. What do we have here? Wow, look at that Fool card. Isn't that gorgeous? Love this deck. It was a birthday present, and I just love it. All right. Yeah, you're at this gorgeous new beginning. Here you are with your pearl. I do feel like the pearl is the Heart of Pentacles, the pentacle here. And you're ready for the magical mystery ride, I'm hearing, with the unicorn and the moon here. It's the magical mystery ride. The black and white showing up again. Yeah, you're ready to move forward with everything you've learned and like take charge of your life. Like not even in an egotistical way, but in a I want to curate. I want to create from everything I've learned and make my own thing. This is a magical way forward. This is a felt, a sensed, an intuited way forward, a very creative way forward. Magical. So this is not from the mind. This is from your felt experience, from your heart, and from a deep understanding of how you want your life to feel for you now. So this is very felt sense, especially with Cancer season. It's all about the feels, how we feel, and getting in touch with how we feel, expressing how we feel, and honoring how we feel. So it's not just about honoring the other. It's about honoring yourself and how you do that. How you do that in a way that really speaks to your heart is what's going to come through with this full moon. So I see clarity coming with this full moon. And can we have a clarifier for the Chariot, please, Spirit? I think there's two here. Two in reverse. We've got the Devil. So this looks like a scarab. Oh no, upside down it looked like a scarab, doesn't it? But right side up, it's a skull with antlers. It's that bull. Isn't that interesting? Wow, look at that. Whoa, and this was in reverse, okay? Wow, I feel like this showing up as pretty much a being that has transitioned. Let's say this Taurus energy, this bull has left its body. What's left is the skull and the horns. Here's that pentacle there right between the horns. Obviously, this is that devil, symbol of the devil energy. But I feel like this will take, this devil energy shows up to pull the life force away from what you've created, this pearl. So it's like a little bit of a warning. Don't allow that to pull you off your track where you're headed with this Chariot energy. Because this is your drive, your ambition, your focus. Don't allow this devil to distract you, whatever that might be. The devil's been coming up in quite a few of our readings. And I put a mini reel on Instagram at Let's Evolve Together Tarot on Instagram. Wow. Hold on that one. That also brings up the devil. And then on the Galactic Shamans Live Tarot and Energy Readings with Jason, we also got a devil card. Or a few. So the Ace of Pentacles also in reverse. This is your opportunity. This is your pentacle. This is your Ace of Pentacles. Like I said, your pearl. And, are you risking that? Do you want to risk that for this devil energy? This is what you're risking. This beautiful, gorgeous power of the divine feminine, standing in her power, sovereign energy, Nine of Pentacles sort of energy. Just heralding her way forward into this new life. And that it's the Seven of Wands energy, not allowing anything to pull you away from your inner focus of self-discipline and integrity and authenticity and honor, self-honor. So I think this is representing what you could be sacrificing by going into any sort of indulgences at this time, especially negative thinking, self-sabotage, or self-criticism. So yes, maybe you fall off the wagon, but don't make it worse by condemning yourself or berating yourself, okay? You just pick yourself back up. Remember, Saturn's here. Ask Saturn for help. Get back on your horse. Get back on the wagon, on the path. And say, okay, just a little rock in the road. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to move forward. I can do this. I've done it before. I can do it better now. I am growing. I see myself growing. And I feel like we need one more just because. And yeah, I'm proud of myself. Can you say that instead? Okay. And then the Hangman. So we did get the Hangman in reverse. Right. So this is interesting because I felt like this was it this card? No, it was the Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness, you are what you seek. Something here was reminding me of the Hangman. I'll have to listen back. But the Hangman upright is a time of waiting. So I feel like Spirit just wants you to move forward. Move forward with your dreams and goals. There's no more waiting. Don't get, if you get tripped up, just get back up and try again. Dust yourself off, as the saying goes. Try again. Let me just see this for a second. This is coming out of the cave. So we have go into the cave, right? With inner discovery, Holy Grail. And then the Hangman in reverse has come out of the cave. I feel like this is with the full moon, it's and this Cancer season, it's like go into the cave, go into that hermit energy, that secluded space, to pull an inner treasure forward, this pearl, and make something of it, curate something out of it, create with it, but there's something that you can share for yourself. This is really about honoring yourself and what feels good to you. So what do you want to create and how? And then move forward with that. So if you need to go within to find an inner treasure and then pull that forward to create in a real physical, tangible way. Remember, this Taurus energy is tangible. You can hold it. Queen of Pentacles has things she can hold. And she has a very comfortable environment that she provided for herself around her and underneath her and within her. So it's like harvest time. So going within, seeing what's there to harvest, pulling that out and creating something with it. So I do feel like it's time for that. But there is this moment of something being exposed to you first. Like you can't move forward without this knowledge or wisdom or awareness first. And so that will call you inside first. And I feel like it will be sort of a tower moment, something that shakes you up a little bit, pulls you off track a little bit, whatever it might be, because it's on purpose, right? So we shake, it's like we shake the salt shaker to get the salt out. So that's the visual that came to me anyway. So the tower shakes things up to get whatever needs to come out. It's in there and it needs to be exposed. So the thing that shakes you up, it's on purpose. And there's no reason to feel bad about that. It needed to come to the surface. And now that it's there, you can work with it. See, now that it's there, you can do something with it. You can create with it or heal with it or love it or whatever you got to do. But the full moon will bring light to what is in the inner psyche or the subconscious. It will bring it to the surface. And that's what I feel is happening. So this is definitely like an inner journey, but there's so much here externally as like a manifestation of that inner journey that you will follow through with and move toward and manifest. So really interesting. I told you this was going to be deep today. Okay, they want me to use the Lisa's Galactic Heritage cards. So, Spirit, we obviously have such a gorgeous journey of evolution happening here. And this seems to be a checkpoint for us. So we're here at this checkpoint. But, and we've gone over that in detail. So can you tell us about this evolutionary journey and what this is a result of? Arcturus parallel. This one says energy transmission. I'm going to get a couple of these. What else, Spirit? And Orion past, single-minded focus. So being more open. Okay, this is a 37, which is a 10, and this is a 10. So we got 2 1s here. So the beginning of a cycle, that full energy is here. So this is more like the energy of the magician, but it's that manifestation energy where we conjure up, we think of our intentions, our highest intentions, what we really want to create. And then we work with that, with the tools we need to manifest that. Okay, so they want this one too. Hive mind, insectoid parallel. So we got we have 2 parallel cards and 1 past. So it looks like we're evolving the single-minded focus of the Orion energy. So that's what we're going to read about, because I can't read them all. I'd love to, but there's not time for that. Let me find my guidebook. And I thought I had it out. It is missing. I mean, it's not. It's here somewhere, but Spirit will help me find it. Thanks so much for your patience today, you guys. I feel like you're waiting for me a lot today. Where's that book, Spirit? There it is. All you had to do is ask. All you gotta do is ask, right? Okay. What are we? 37. Orion's passed. I literally opened right to it. I told you there was magic in this reading. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Okay. Just ask for help. All right, here we go. You ready? This is I think this is going to help us understand this story, this journey, okay? Okay. Those who were fighting for freedom within the ancient Orion system had to develop intense focus and discipline that could guide them in life. Wow. Mind-blowing. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about with the Chariot. Intense focus and discipline. I mean, it's amazing. When we ask for help from our guides, at least for me, my galactic guides has been the strongest energy that comes through. I love it. So let's do this again. Those who were fighting for freedom within the ancient Orion system had to develop intense focus and discipline that could guide them in life and death struggles. Life and death. For many, this led to a spiritual mastery that is similar to what we see today in martial arts masters and monks. You have had this experience in your ancient past and still possess this skill of intense focus. But the question is, on what do you do habitually put your focus? What do you do habitually put your focus on? This card suggests that you should choose to focus your energy wisely. Choose to remove focus from negative self-talk. Holy what? And use your ability instead for spiritual evolution. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, this is amazing. Let's go a little deeper. This card connects with the Orion's spiritual forefathers, the Vegans, whose teachings of Vegan mysticism created a foundation in Orion that could be used for positive or negative purposes. We also see how this intense mental focus was played out within another species seeded from Vega, the Zetas. With their emphasis on logic, reason, and mental ability during their most ancient and dark era, single-minded focus can be a positive or negative attribute. In these dark times of Orion, it was used as a positive attribute for defense and survival and for enduring challenging times. So use it in a positive way so that you can grow through this challenging time. It was also used as a negative attribute in the form of psychic warfare. If this card appears in your reading, the message depends on your situation and the surrounding cards. Okay. We have got energy transmission and hive mind. So this hive mind reminds me of the Zetas. They're saying insectoid parallel, Arcturus parallel. So this would be their second era as they were evolving and growing. So this is not where they are. That's a little confusing, I know. So like if you were to look into the future for these star races, they're more evolved at this point than these energies are presenting. Just because it says parallel, it doesn't mean that's where they're at right now. It means they are at a similar position that Earth is at right now during this energy transmission and hive mind. That is what they were experiencing, and it's a similar time as what Earth is experiencing right now. But now at this point, they are actually more evolved than this. But the parallel cards are representing the stage of evolution they were in that is similar to Earth's, which is why it's called parallel. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Single-minded focus can be a positive or negative attribute. In these dark times of Orion, it was used as a positive attribute for defense and survival and for enduring challenging times. It was also used as a negative attribute in the form of psychic warfare. If this card appears in your reading, the message depends on your situation and the surrounding cards. It could be pointing to a past life in Orion when you had this ability. It could also be telling you to develop more mental focus in this life now, or to let go of too much single-minded focus that is keeping you stuck in your life. It requires you to go within and look at yourself clearly. Too much of anything is not a good thing. Use the skill when and where appropriate, but remember that the power lies walking a middle road or middle path. Interesting. I feel like we need to read Hive Mind. Okay, let's just touch on this. There are many extraterrestrial insectoid species that have contacted Earth for thousands of years. They are peaceful and have a harmonious society that is based on the idea of a group thinking as one. So this is unity consciousness. Most humans shun the idea of a loss of individuality, but it can also be a freeing experience whereby the ego no longer dominates one's reality. Since all consciousness is ultimately one, anyway, insectoid beings reflect this truth. Since all consciousness is ultimately one, anyway, insectoid beings reflect this truth. Got it. You have connected with these beings in the past, and their energy is now asking you to remember the oneness that lies underneath the illusion of separation. So these cards are, you want me to read energy transmission, just that first paragraph? These cards are asking us to open up. And they're saying that the reason why there was a single-minded focus on something in particular in your soul's evolutionary journey, and it could have been this grain of sand that was agitating you over time. And as you're evolving and growing, that pearl is forming from that grain of sand, and you're healing out of that wound and growing and evolving out of that wound. And the wound was single-minded focus. It kept us stuck. It was a over-identification with the ego and with the ego's agenda, and in an unhealthy way, and it stopped us from our growth and stopped us from moving into unity consciousness and seeing the higher understanding principle that we are all one, that we are all connected. So the more we release the hold of the ego on our psyche, the more we can merge with the truth of our beings, that we are all truly connected and all truly one. So let's just see what Arcturus has to say. Arcturus energy has guided humanity since its very early inception, but its guidance is subtle. It often guides through gentle energy transmission. Often this energy transmission comes through the healing arts, such as Reiki and other forms of hands-on healing. Because Arcturus polarities are totally balanced, it usually circumvents the mind when working with humans. If you pulled this card, then an Arcturus energy wishes to work through you. In a quiet space, open your palms and focus on the energy sensations there. Ask for a transmission. This energy is familiar to you from ancient times. So this is ask for help during this growth phase, especially if it feels more challenging for you than for others. If you're feeling extra stuck with this Tower card, if you feel like you've really fallen off the wagon or gotten deterred off course, or if it was just a minor one, I don't know, but it's all from this survival. It was survival. And who can blame you at a time when life was so focused on getting by, was so constantly, so much conflict and change happening at every moment. So it was like a survival mechanism to have the single-minded focus, but do you still need that single-minded focus? Is that still where you're at? Is the survival still where you're at in your life, or are you ready to grow past that, move on, and evolve? So, and that wound will be so many different things for so many different people. So what is your coping mechanism that was taken on maybe when you were younger or in previous lives or in I just lost my word. Anyway, so yeah, I think it's about releasing the single-minded focus and moving into more unity, integration, which is this. This is integration within. Remember, that was the integration card, and the page before it was separation. So this would have been that separation, but you're moving out of that, you're growing out of that, you're evolving into integration. Okay. All right. So I'll just pull a few more cards and some more tangible energies that we can sort of try to ground down through this reading, and we'll see what we get, and then we'll do the pick a pile. So what is the animal spirit that is working with us at this time for this full moon in Capricorn of 2023? The wolf, authenticity. Wow, number 17, which is an 8. Yeah, I mean, this is you facing the self. What is your truth? Living authentically. On the bottom, we have number 22, learning, sacred ibis. Learning about authenticity. I don't want to get, so let's do the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Please tell Spirit, what is this moon wanting to share with us, this Capricorn full moon? What is this Capricorn full moon wanting to share with us? We got another 22. Wisdom. Wow. 22. Let's do one more to balance out that 4. You're not even going to believe this. I literally got a 17. This is 17. 22. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Self-reflection. That's what this is about. Remember the mirror? Self-reflection. The mirror, the light of this full moon is exposing something in you, in your life, that you can reflect as a mirror into yourself and see within. 17, 22. There's the mirror right there. Mind is officially blown, you guys. My mind is officially blown. And unifying with different aspects of yourself within your psyche. Welcoming all parts home. That's what Cancer season is about, too. Welcoming all parts home. Whoa, you guys and gals, and oh my gosh, I don't even know what to say. All right, we're going to pull one of these Starseed Oracle cards, a guidance card, and then do the pick-a-piles. This is just so magical. So can we have a Starseed Oracle card for this full moon in Capricorn, please, Spirit? Look at the colors. 69, so we have a 15, which is a 6. Temple of meditation, communion, contemplation, and higher mind. Communion, that's this energy. Yeah, going within, that's that hermit energy. Temple of meditation, communication, contemplation, and higher mind. Wow. Let's put this here because I'm about to pull the pick-a-piles. Wow. Oops, sorry. Okay. All right, let's get some guidance cards here from Angels and Ancestors. Got another Kyle Gray deck. The Seer. See beyond the current situation. Yeah, I mean, definitely. You want to focus on your path. You want to see beyond any pettiness. Any minutia that might distract you. Just stay focused on your goal. That's what I get from that. Let's see what else comes out. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. Wow, yeah, powerful. And there's that wolf too. Trust your instincts. And where do we have balancing our inner forces, the domestic with the animalistic nature, and bringing those into union within? How can we work with both? How can we not choose one over the other, but how can we merge the two together to come up with something new? That's the pearl. Wow, everyone, really gorgeous reading. I'm super happy to be a part of it. So let me think for a moment, okay? Because I want to figure out pick-a-piles. I want to do the invocation with Horus, connecting to our cosmic heritage. Okay, so I'm going to do the pick-a-piles. And then I'm going to read I'm trying to think. I have this other deck too I was going to pull from. I just don't want to overload you. So let me do the pick-a-piles first. Okay, so if you chose, this is, by the way, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So if you need to choose now, go for it. Just go within and see which one is drawing you to it. And remember, all the messages may not be perfect for you, but we'll see if we can get close. All right, our first card, our itty bitty, this is the Antiquity. This deck is called, actually I got the book out because I want to read from it, but Antiquity of Magic. Pile 1, you got the pathway, passage. You've got the passageway. You're ready to go. You've got clear roads ahead, direct access, protection on your pathway, protection. Yeah. So I'm only going to read it if I feel like I need it. So I'm going to keep that like that. Oh, right. And then I pulled an archetype card for everyone for each of the piles. You've got the creator. It's like you have full access to your creative abilities at this time and to sharing your creativity, to creating, to manifesting, and to getting your work out there. You are the creator. Your pathway is clear. Okay, what you need to ask yourself, what am I opening into? Emerge. What am I opening into? And this says the Eastern Tiger Swallowtail. What am I opening into? That's your question. As the creator, maybe what are you opening into inside yourself? Oh, and then I got gifted a deck as well from my wonderful friend Jason from Galactic Shamans, Live Tarot and Energy Readings, and my friend from the island. And it is Earth Warriors Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And I am going to read this. This is a new deck I've never worked with. You've got, I hope I don't mispronounce this, number 1, Ho-Zo, Beauty Way of the Navajo. Oh, Ho-Zo. I think it's a Z. Probably butchering that. But Beauty Way of the Navajo. So let's read it. Oh, good. So this makes it clear for me. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so I'm just going to do this for you. Okay. You are my sacred earth child, and I am your divine earth mother. With unconditional love, I provide all that you want and need so that you may fulfill your sacred destiny. We will always belong to each other. With abundance and generosity, I support you and reveal such divine beauty meant for you that joy and awe shall fill your soul. Relax now. It is time for you to be healed. There is a beautiful solution available. Do not place your faith in worry or stress. Allow life to unfold. As you relax and give yourself permission to rest within the vastness and beauty of nature, you will become receptive to the best way to handle things. Don't try to figure it out by force. Let go and trust that what is needed is coming to you at the perfect time and the perfect way. Your peaceful mind shall readily and accurately perceive all that you need to know. Let's see. Each one of these has a little spiritual guidance. Okay. Beautiful. I love that. Okay. Wow. So that is your reading if you want to take a picture, pile 1. So what do we have? We have your archetypal card. That's what I was missing. The creator with Beauty Way of the Navajo, Pathway, and Emerge. So it definitely feels like you are this pearl just birthing out. And look at that gorgeous card. So if you want to get a picture of that, okay. I will put this card on top. What are you opening into? Interesting. Okay, pile 2. If you chose pile 2, let's see. Wow, the lobster, inner growth. Nice. You got the inner growth card. Yes. Your archetype card is the flame. Wow, as well presenting the inner flame. That's beautiful. So you might even be a fire sign. You got some red going on here. The volcano depicted here. You're like about to erupt or about to have a big breakthrough, I feel like. There's really something burning inside of you. Some sort of transmutation happening. A lot of inner growth. What are you asking yourself? Am I honoring my knowing? Trust. And then your Earth Warrior Oracle is blessing of Kumu. No good thing shall be withheld. Number 9. No good thing shall be withheld. Blessing of Kumu. No good. See, am I honoring my knowing? No good thing shall be withheld. So if there's something that needs to be expressed through you, it will be. The universe wants to express its creativity, healing, and brilliance through you. That's what I just said. It does not want to be limited to repeating what has already been. Newness needs to burst through you into startling expressions of abundant life. That's this volcano energy ready to explode. You are guided into unknown territory, guided to go beyond that which you have known yourself and your world to be, so that something original and necessary can be brought to life. The universe knows all that you need so that you can best attain your destiny. All shall be provided for you. Expand your faith to allow for the greater workings of spirit. Resources are coming to you now. If you have been in lack, limitation, or anxiety about such things happening, relax and substitute your stress for the absolute trust that the universe will provide all good things with generosity and grace. If you find this challenging, take it one step at a time, reprogramming your heart and mind into new habits of peaceful trust. It will feel much better to live like this. It is not foolishness, but wisdom that embraces such unconditional faith. Ooh, I like that. Know that the provision of all the resources required is a certainty. The only variables are the details of how the journey unfolds. When you tune into your heart, you'll remember that you are loved, protected, and guided in every moment. Trust the universe. Wow, these are such beautiful readings. I mean, this whole thing has been so beautiful. So if you want, take a picture of that. Wow. Okay. Thank you for this deck, Jason. It's really beautiful. Okay, last pile. Pile 3. Pile 3. Okay, your symbol is more red. Pomegranate, prosperity. Ooh, love it. With crystals around it. Isn't that beautiful? Look at all this goodness about to come out. There's your pearl oozing with goodness. Okay, your archetype is the fault line. Something's about to break open. You got 2 images of something breaking open. So you definitely may feel that tower moment to expose something really beautiful and valuable inside of you that's ready to come out. So this tower moment could be like a blessing in disguise, which they often are. But maybe it's not, like, maybe something happened or something was taken away, but it ends up being for a really beautiful, good reason. And you figure that out like later, like in the fall or something. So look at that breakthrough. You are just on the verge of breakthrough. Something is being shaken up. Now, didn't I read the archetype for the other card? I just want to recall. No, I didn't. I just did the last one. Okay. Okay, I did for these. All right, what else? What are you asking yourself? What can I learn from observation? What can I learn from observation? Watching yourself while you move through life, while you react or respond, how you react or respond. And your card from the Earth Oracle number 21, which is a 3, Datteri. I'm so sorry, I may be mispronouncing these. Hearing truth. So hearing your own truth. What can I learn from observation? Notice. What do you need to notice in or around you? Let's read this. 21. All right, here we are. There is a deeper truth that shall bring peace to your heart, offering you guidance, comfort, and renewal. You're guided to turn within for your own answers. Do not allow another to interrupt, influence, or distort your personal trusting relationship with the divine. Allow Spirit to be your highest counsel always, and you shall never be led astray. You shall know the words to speak and the consciousness to hold to evoke healing and set things right. Listen, for deep within, truth is known. Wow. Okay, focus on what you know to be true by tuning into what you feel and not focusing on appearance or the opinions of others. The voice of Spirit is deep within you. Anytime you want or need guidance, you have the ability to tune into that inner voice, for peace, comfort, and clarity. It takes courage to turn within rather than to put your faith in the people and things of this world. But you have enough inner strength and wisdom to do this. The truth within has been spoken. Trust that you can hear it. Wow. Wow. Some truth is definitely being exposed here. So if you want to take a picture, I'll move my hands. I'm actually going to move this up for you because it's hiding down there. Beautiful cards, everyone. Okay, so I am going to read this invocation with Horus because I feel like Horus is the guide of this reading today. So if you would like to participate in the activation of Horus at this time, you can close your eyes or place your hands on your heart, anything that you feel in that way. Okay, so here we are, activating prayer. Horus, cosmic sky guardian, keeper of the cosmic gateway, son of Isis, thank you for coming to me now. By the power of sky and stars, by the light of moon and sun, thank you for blessing my energy with your presence. I am willing to activate my inner vision. I am willing to see through cosmic eyes. I align with the power of infinite space. I align with stellar beings and guides across many moons, many stars, and many suns. I reclaim my star power. I awaken my star power. I step now into cosmic gateway, empowered, supported, and guided by your light. Horus, oh Horus, thank you for blessing me with your cosmic spirit, and so it is. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thank you so much for being here with me, sharing your energy and being part of this reading. It has been so beautiful to navigate it with you. Please like this video so it gets around and more people can benefit from it. It will also keep my channel going. And please like, share, subscribe for more. And if you're in need of a personal reading, go to let'sevolvetogethertarot.com. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Let's Evolve Together Tarot. And I will see you soon. I'll see you next time for the next reading. Thank you so much. Namaste. Goodbye for now.